Hello friends and welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's video we will see how the perspective crop tool works in Adobe Photoshop CC. But before getting into that, let's see some transformation tips and tricks, and let's see how transform works in Adobe Photoshop. So I will create a new document by pressing Ctrl N on my keyboard. Remember, Ctrl N on Windows and Command N on Mac is the shortcut key for creating a new document. If you want, you can type the name in the name box and dimensions in pixels or inches, and also the resolution. That's all your choice. So in the name box, I will type transformation example, and I will press tab twice to get to the next box of width. And in the width I will type 1000, and I will press tab twice again, and in the height box I will type 1000. So I am creating a new document with 1000 by 1000 pixels. And in the resolution, as I said in the earlier videos, 72 dpi should be enough if you are not after printing. I don't have to print anything, then I can simply go to the OK button. In the new document, I will press T on my keyboard for the type tool. This is the type tool on your toolbar. You have 4 types of text tool or type tool. The first one is horizontal type tool, and the second one is the vertical type tool. But this video is not about this tool, so we will ignore this tool for now and just select the first one. Click on an empty area and then type something like hello world. By pressing and holding down shift on my keyboard, I can capitalize all the characters. Now I will go on the toolbar and select the move tool and press Ctrl T on my keyboard for the transformation boxes to appear around the text. If you look right on the layers panel, you can see a new layer of text is created. You can tell this because there is this T. Wherever there's a T symbol, that always means text or type. Now by pressing Ctrl T, you can see 6 boxes around the text appear, and you still can't see the text. That's because the text is in white color, but we will change its color in a moment. Now by dragging any of the corner, I can increase the text size. And finally pressing enter. The text size has been changed, but you still can't see it because it's in white color. Now to change its color, you have to press T on your keyboard for the type tool, and as your mouse pointer changes from this into this, you know there is a text already here. If your mouse pointer is something like this and you click, you will create a new text. But when your mouse pointer changes to this, that means you will edit the current text which is just beneath your mouse pointer. So I will click here and try to select all of the text with the mouse. Be careful with this one, or you can either create a new text instead of selecting this. And as in the option bar, you can see the current text color is white, so I will click this one. And from the color picker dialog box, I can choose any color I want for my text and hit OK. So this is how you change color of text and increase the size of it. Now select Move tool. Needless to say, you always have to select Move tool for transformation. Now press Ctrl T. 6 boxes around the text appears. The same option can be achieved as I showed you in one of the earlier videos. You can enable those transformation boxes by selecting Move tool and going to the options bar and choose Show Transform Controls. If this option is on, then the transformation boxes will always appear. I will turn this option for now because I prefer using the manual Ctrl T method. Now I will press Ctrl T, and if I try and drag anything from the right bottom corner, you can see everything is resized proportionally. Same thing goes with the upper transformation box, and all of these transformation boxes can be used to resize anything. But let me tell you an important thing. If you are not using Adobe Photoshop CC latest version like 2020 or any later version than that, then the transformation may not work the same way like you're seeing here. Because in earlier versions of Adobe Photoshop, the transformation is used to work in a different way. So, for example, if I press and hold down Shift on my keyboard while transforming anything, this is not resizing proportionally. Instead, it is resizing one way. Same thing goes if I press and hold down Shift on my keyboard and try from left to right. I press Escape to cancel any transformation without applying it. The text is back to its original state. Now I will create a new layer here by going to the Layers panel and clicking the Create New Layer icon. I will go to the toolbar and select Rectangle Marquee tool and draw a rectangle here. Press Alt Backspace on my keyboard to fill any color within this box. Press Ctrl D for deselecting and V for Move tool, so I can move this box anywhere. Now I will press Ctrl T on my keyboard for transformation. I can resize this box easily, but if I press and hold down Shift on my keyboard, now I can resize this box individually by increasing its height only or width. So this is how transformation works in Adobe Photoshop. We will go into full detail about transforming objects and text in upcoming videos, but for now, let's move to the Perspective Crop tool. So here I have a picture opened in Adobe Photoshop, which is from a different angle, or you can call it a 3D image. I will press C on my keyboard to see if I can select the Perspective Crop tool. And on the toolbar, Perspective Crop tool is already selected. But if in your case you have any other tool selected, for example Crop tool, or any of the slice tools, you can try pressing Shift C until the Perspective Crop tool is selected. With Perspective Crop tool selected, you can try and crop anything from any angle. So in this case, I will try and crop the right window on the right side of the house. Let me just zoom in first by pressing and holding down Ctrl space and dragging into the window, pressing Ctrl- on my keyboard until I see a better view of the window. Now with the Perspective Crop tool, I will click on the top left corner of the window. Then I will go to the next corner, then the bottom right corner, and finally the fourth click will decide which area has to be cropped. Final step is to press Enter on your keyboard to apply the crop. Let's switch to another image for this example. This is another image of a house made in 3D software. We will try to crop something out of this house and see how it goes. I already have the Perspective Crop tool selected. Now I will click on this terrace and the second click will go here, the third one at the bottom right of the terrace, and final and fourth click will be at the bottom left. So this made the crop selection. Final step is to press Enter on your keyboard to apply the crop. The Perspective Crop tool cropped it and brought it forward. I will press Ctrl Z to try and crop something else, for example, this garage here. To cancel the crop at any time, all you have to do is press the Escape key on your keyboard. And when you completed your selection, you can press Enter, or you can go to the options bar and click this icon. So here you go. This is all about the Perspective Crop tool. Hope you liked this video. And for the slice tools, don't forget to watch the next video in this training of Adobe Photoshop.